How's it going, guys? Bradley Sutton from Helium 10, and welcome to day 3 of our 5 days of Helium 10 giveaways. Today's title is How to Write Your Amazon Listing and Prepare for Launch, all right? So before we get too much into this, you might be brand new. You might be totally lost. What is this 3 of 5 days? What did I miss? Well, this is a 5-day series where we're going from not knowing what to sell on Amazon to having a successful product and managing your Amazon business. At the end of each day, we're giving away a prize. Yesterday's video, day 2, was how to do Amazon keyword research. So make sure to check that out on YouTube in case you missed it. Now, before we get started, though, let's announce the winner from yesterday. What was the prize? The prize was wireless Bose headphones. And how to enter was to comment on the craziest, funniest, or worst review you've ever seen and the ASIN where that comment can be found. Okay, we have a winner right here. Let me go ahead and fix my screen. There we go. All right, this is from Matt. This is from one ASIN. He said he wants those beats. The review title was really hard to drive with this. Actual review is, I love this product. It keeps my car nice and cool, but I will say that the only defect I have found so far is that it's very hard to drive with this on. I have had over 5 wrecks since I purchased it. After my first fender bender, blah, 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 blah. This is actually a pretty hilarious review, so this is a great one. Matt, you have just won our Bose headphones, okay? So at the end of today's, there's going to be a new prize. I'm not going to tell you what that prize is. You got to stick to the end. All right, guys? So start commenting on the right-hand side, guys, on the live comments. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this on replay, you put it on the bottom. But if you're watching it live on the, or I should say right-hand side, on the right-hand side, please go ahead and comment, your name, where you're from, how you found out about today. Just curious to get to know you guys better. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. This one will be a little bit faster video than the others because it's a little bit faster process. So what are we talking about? How to write your Amazon listing and prepare for launch. All right. So we're going to write our Amazon listing. In previous episodes, I did a bunch of keyword research on 2 different niches, and I'm going to combine them into like one product. They're AMPK activator and berberine. So I actually have 2 magnet searches. I did a search under magnet for berberine. I came up with 255 keywords. I did one for AMPK metabolic activator. I had 129 keywords here. In Cerebro, I'm comparing the top 4 ASINs that are for berberine and got a really list of hyper-relevant keywords right here, ones that they're all ranking for on page 1. And then right here, too, I did the same thing for AMPK. So now with this information, the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that these really relevant, targeted keywords are going to be in my listing in phrase form, if I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open right here first a Scribbles window. Scribbles is our listing optimizer, all right? I'm going to add the phrases right here. So first I'm going to go ahead and copy these words, copy to clipboard, and I'm going to paste it right here. There's the AMPK ones. And then let's go ahead and do the berberine main keywords, okay? Now I'm going to copy that and paste it right here. So these I want to get in phrase form. Why is it important to get in phrase form? Amazon gives you a little bit of a benefit when they really know that this keyword is super important to you. It's important to have it in phrase form. You can be indexed for it, right? Like let's say here's one word: active PK AMPK activator. All right. If I have active somewhere, I have PK somewhere, I have AMPK another where, and activator in another place in my listing, I'm going to be indexed for that phrase as a whole. But if I put it all together in the exact phrase form, it gives me a little bit of a boost. And that's what you want for your most relevant, important keywords. So I put those in phrase form. Now, the rest of this, I am not sure, or I know I can't put 255 keyword phrases in phrase form in my listing, all right? But I at least want to make sure I'm indexed for it. So what I'm going to do is, let's just say that this was my final keyword research. I obviously need to spend an hour or 2 on this to really go through one by one and make sure these are great keywords. But let's just say that for whatever reason, every single one here I want to put. I'm going to go ahead and export these to Frankenstein, which is our keyword processor. And what that does is it puts it right here. But I'm not finished. There's 641 different keywords right here. I am not finished. Remember, I did one for AMPK metabolic activator. There's another 129 keywords. I'm going to go ahead and copy those to the clipboard. I'm going to put those in Frankenstein as well. Now I'm up to 977 keywords. But wait, there's more. I also did this search in for berberine, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit more. I'm going to say, show me stuff that's ranking from 1 to 50. At least 2 of these are ranking for, and this is going to give me a list of 163 other keywords. All right. Again, I'm just blowing through these things. This is stuff that you should have taken you, a couple hours to do. But I just want to show you the process here. I'm going to paste those into right here into Cerebro, or I'm sorry, into Frankenstein from Cerebro. Same thing with the AMPK activator. I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit more. Say only 2, and I'm going to come up with a list of 43 keywords. Not many here. So I'm going to copy those to the clipboard, and I am going to put those in Frankenstein. Now, really, there's 1,500 words here, all right? I know there's tons of duplicates because there are some duplicates between Magnet and Cerebro. I know there's duplicate keywords, like active PK is probably in like 100 of these keywords. I want to know what are the unique words in here. Notice I have remove duplicates, and I'm going to go ahead and process. Look at that. It takes a list of 1,500 keywords. It brings it down to a list of 249 keywords. There's only 249 unique keywords in all of these 1,500 keywords, all right? I'm going to put 1 word or phrase per line, okay? So now I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it to the end of Scribbles. That means I'm telling Scribbles I want to make sure each of these individual keywords are in my listing. Now I'm going to hit apply. And what it does, it splits it up. Here are those phrases that I had targeted as important keyword phrases, right? Okay. Now, up here are all the individual words that make up those phrases, plus all those other individual words I wanted to make sure in my listing. So a total of only 229 keywords. You might want to do more. So watch what happens as I write my title. In my title, if possible, I want to make sure the most important keywords are right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I would say AMPK metabolic activator. You know what? No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do active PK AMPK metabolic activator. Okay. Active PK AMPK. Okay. Let's see. With berberine, let's just say I know it's 500 milligrams. Okay. Berberine, 500 milligrams. Okay, there we go. And then what I would do is in my research, I would have been, checking a lot of these, all right, for what kind of titles people really use, like supplement, okay, capsules. What does this guy say? Supports immune function. So maybe I would have put some of this stuff, and I'm just going to copy this, but obviously I would have, I can't even speak. I would have put, right, the words that I think are, most fix a problem, right, that customers might have. The reason why they're looking for this product. Okay. So again, this is not keyword based, but this is just based on my research, I would just say. All right. So, but do you guys notice what was happening here on the left-hand side as I was using these? Well, look, I use AMPK, I use berberine, I use activator. So now it puts a line through it. So now I know I use these keywords already. What about phrases in phrase form? I use active PK, I use AMPK metabolic activator, I use berberine 500 milligrams. So those are words that now I know I've had at least once in my listing. Now I'm going to write, the rest of my, bullet point. Now the bullet points are really important for you to do research on your competitors. This guy has 575 reviews. I just want to look at all of his reviews. I'm going to use the Helium 10 Chrome extension. I'm going to hit Review Downloader. And I'm going to say, hey, show me all of his reviews. What are people most commonly, talking about when they are reviewing this product? Okay. So here it came up with 575 reviews. I'm going to hit this button analysis. And right here, it's going to put the most common 2, 3, or 4 word phrases that are coming up over and over again in these reviews. So I can know what's on the mind of my customers. Because guys, there's a difference between keyword research and like buyer insight research. Some of these keyword or some things in buyer insight research is not going to come up in a keyword is not going to come up in keyword research. So let me see. For example, look at this. The most common thing here is blood sugar, right? And you might not know much about berberine or AMPK activator. I sure don't. So I'm like, why in the world are 87, like 25% of all of the people who reviewed my competitor's product are all talking about blood sugar? What's that about? I'm going to hit this, and it says, my blood sugar was whack before. When you have uncomfortable blood sugar, you have this hangover feeling. They definitely help my blood sugar help. All right. Does a great job with blood sugar maintenance. My blood sugar has been really good. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So how do I use that? For my bullet point, I'm going to say, many, again, you'd make this a little bit fancier, right? I can go ahead and put a little emoji here of like a check mark maybe. I'll put a thumbs up. I'll be like, many customers have used this AMPK activator with berberine supplements to help with their blood sugar levels. All right. Now, do you guys notice here? Again, I'm not trying to give you guys advice on legality of saying stuff like this. Guys, if you're doing supplements, you got to be careful of what you're saying. All right. But let's just forget about that for an instant. I'm just talking about how this tool works. But do you see, I was able to get in a few more of my phrases. I was able to get in a few more of those keywords, right? And I'm also making an emotional connection with my buyer, because a lot of them, 25% of the people who are buying berberine at least mentioned blood sugar. That means that potentially 25% of my customers who could purchase my product, or just in general, the people who are searching for this product, that's what they have in their mind. Will this help with my blood sugar? Is this the product for blood sugar? And now I'm addressing that right in the first bullet point, okay? So guys, you can just keep going on and making sure that you're using all 229 of these words, okay? All of my phrases in phrase form. Here I can put in my bullet points. I can put it in my subject matter that's in the back end of my listing. Here I'm going to write my description. Here I'm going to do my search terms, okay? So this is really important for you guys to do. And now this is how you make your listing, using Helium 10, using Frankenstein to process your keywords, and pulling in all those different keywords from, Magnet, Cerebro. Maybe you did your own Google research, right? You got to pull it all into a Frankenstein so you can process it and put into Scribbles. So now you completed your listing. Now you uploaded your listing to Amazon. It's live. The very next thing you need to do, before you're ready to full on launch, is make sure that you're indexed for your keyword. What does it mean if you're indexed for your keyword? That means that you are searchable, for that keyword. Amazon relates your keyword or relates your product to a certain keyword search, all right? If you're not indexed for it, that means no matter how many times that keyword is searched, your product has zero chance to ever come up in the search results. So just because you have the word in your listing doesn't always mean that you're going to index for it. So how do you use Helium 10 to see if you're indexed? You open up Index Checker, okay? So I'm just going to compare it to one of these products right here, this berberine ones, all right? So I'm just going to show you how this works. I'm going to copy this ASIN right here, and I'm going to go here and put that right here under ASIN, okay? Now let me go back here to that berberine search that I did. These are the berberine ones. There's 163. Let's see how many of these. Let's just say this was my list of keywords. It's not. As you saw, we have 4 or 5 different lists. You come up with the top keywords that you want to index for. I'm going to go ahead and export this and copy to clipboard, and I'm going to put it right here into Index Checker. So now what's going to happen is it's going to check. Let's say this was my product, all right? Obviously, I didn't just create a product right now, so I can't use a product that I created. But I'm going to see for this product, I knew I wanted to target all of these keywords, right? I knew these are my important keywords. These are relevant to my listing. They might be converting for my competitors. But now I want to see, does Amazon recognize that this is related to my product, okay? So let's take a look here. 50% done. Now what this does is I did not enter in a seller ID here. So that's why it says an X right here. That doesn't mean you're not indexed. That means I just didn't check it. Check means I'm indexed, and a line means no. So look at all of these here. All of these are indexed. That means yes, this actual listing, this guy has done a good job, because look at all of these words that are indexed, that he is indexed for. And let's see if I can even find any that he's not indexed for. Okay, here's some at the very bottom. All right, SIBO treatment. I don't know what the heck that means, right? But he is not indexed for there. But almost every single word, look at this, antrantil for SIBO, he's not indexed for. That means he's not related to it. But almost every single one is check marks. So that's what you've got to make sure. Now, if you see one, pure metabolic extra, okay, well, maybe you forgot to put this word in your listing, or maybe it's there, you need to put it in another place in your listing. There's different things that you can do to get indexed, but this is what tells you if you are indexed or not. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is how you use your keyword research that you did from video 2 and how you can start putting together your listing. Then after you do that, you upload your listing, and then you check if you're indexed. All right. So now we've come to the moment that you have been waiting for. It is, how do you enter today's video, or how do you enter today's contest, or what is today's contest? Let's take a look here. Whoa, today's contest, I just see here, is a Canon T6 camera. Whoa, who wants a Canon T6 camera, guys? I do. Now, how do you enter, guys? Don't post here on the right. You post in the comments below, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay, and it's before Thursday afternoon. If it's like Thursday morning, it should still be okay, I believe. But if you're, just to make sure, try and get it done tonight, which is Wednesday. Post in the comments below. What did they say for me to do here? I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at this live right here. Okay. What would you do with this camera? Okay, so if you won this Canon T6 camera, what would you do with this camera, and how would it help you in your Amazon business? All right. So put that, and then the best comment below that we pick, you are going to be the winner, and we're going to announce you tomorrow on tomorrow's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video on how to write your listing and prepare for launch. All right. We went through Frankenstein, we went through Scribbles, and we went through Index Checker. Tomorrow, we're going to go into a keyword tracker and a couple of things on how to launch your product, how to rank for keywords, and how to get organic sales. So thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and then turn on the notifications once you subscribe so that you can make sure that you can watch live the videos on days 4 and 5. Thank you guys very much. See you.